Welcome back everyone to Skincare and Beauty with PerkiPerkins. So today on my channel I'm really excited because today I have a little makeup review / tutorial featuring the best friends of YouTube. And you're probably wondering, Janet, who are you talking about? Well, I'm talking about Manny MUA and Laura Lee. They both have their own respective brands, which they actually both had launches in the last 2 weeks. And I'm so thrilled to actually have received both their orders to be able to review them. Now, I condensed their packaging to one box since I had already opened it up in my stories. So if you'd like to see my review and tutorial featuring Laura Lee Los Angeles Aesthetic Blush Palette, along with Manny MUA's brand new Outer Dimension palette, make sure you guys keep on watching. But before I go any further, don't forget to make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, select all in your notifications. This way YouTube will notify you hopefully the moment I do any uploads. And lastly, I would appreciate if you guys left me a comment. Let me know if you guys have tried anything from their lines, or let me know your thoughts and opinions on what I do during the video. And stay tuned because I'll be doing a little giveaway towards the end of this video. So grab a drink, sit on back, and let's start this video. And let's go. So I'm going to start off with sharing what I picked up from Laura Lee Los Angeles. I picked up the original Nudie Patootie palette along with the Nudie Patootie 2. I also picked up both glosses from her Candy Skies launch. And lastly, I picked up Laura's Blush Aesthetic palette. Oddly enough, you guys, I'm so glad in a weird way that I didn't pick up Manny's blush palette, because I was very torn. I was like, I had it in my car. I literally went back and forth for an hour, and I finally decided, you know what, I'm gonna stop because I picked up some lippies, and I'm just gonna hold off to a later time and pick up his blush palette. And you know what, it worked out because like a week later, Laura launched hers. The blush palette's only $28, you guys, and it came with 7 blushes and 1 highlight shade. Now the highlight shade seems a little dark, because what I'm going to try to do is do a full face featuring their products pretty much. So I'm excited to try it out. I love blush. I'm always a person that believes that you can never go wrong with too much blush, and I'm like, for me, I love anything that's quick and easy, especially for on the go. One other thing that I really appreciated that Manny did, this is kind of like little instructions, because not everyone knows how to mix and match powders or liquids, you know what I mean? They want to explore other things they could do with the product. I've always been a person that likes to explore, and I love mixing and matching. I ordered a bundle. So I ordered the Outer Dimension palette, which came with the Lunar Beauty dual-ended brush. It's a face brush, so you have your bronzer blush, your bronzer side, and then like your brightening side, which this is a little thicker than what I'm used to for brightening, but still not bad. And this was 55 bucks, and I believe the palette on its own was $49. So, you know, it's up to you if you want to just buy the palette or the bundles. Bundles are always a better deal, of course, in my opinion. Though I did use Allie Dawson's code, so I automatically saved 10% off on anything that wasn't already bundled. So I also picked up 3 lip products. I picked up 2 liquid lips and 1 gloss. This is his brand new clear gloss. Lunar Beauty and I believe both Laura Lee Los Angeles are both vegan and cruelty free. Now I am noticing on the packaging for the liquid lipsticks, they're 18-month shelf life. That's awesome. Most liquid lipsticks I've ever purchased were 12 months. So I'm stoked about that. I picked up this nudie shade called Perfection. Allie Dawson got me. She's always raving about this red. It's called Aphrodite, and I love a good red, especially during winter. So I picked up Aphrodite, and again, the price range was really, really good. Now for the big mama of the show, I saw this packaging. It was so beautiful. Look, It's almost as big as my big head, you guys. So this is supposed to have like the sun and the moon kind of vibes, and it's really holographic. I'm obsessed with this whole vibe, honestly, you guys. And it has a gigantic mirror as well. So these are the shades. Oh my gosh, it has a little bit of a coconut scent, you guys. Like, I got a whiff of it like right away when I opened it near, and it was like near my nose. You have your one side, which is your brightening shades that you can customize. You can mix and match to fit your skin tone, undertones, and all that fun stuff. And then you have like a bright kind of white right here to even lighten it up even more. This one's called White Sky. Then you have Dark Sky right here, and this is to deepen up any of the colors, like any of the bronzer tones. You can deepen them up with Dark Sky. The best friends of YouTube, because they are truly best friends. I love watching their podcast. It's so much fun. Fool's coverage. And I'm going to let you guys know if these products are worth your hard-earned money, because you guys, at the end of the day, we are the ones spending this money. I did not get these in PR. They don't know who the hell I am. You know, I'm just this weirdo who purchases makeup. And let's get to it. Let me start with the Outer Dimension palette. So because I want to start off soft, and again, I don't know how pigmented these are, I'm going to start off with Tan Sky right here. And again, I'm using Manny's little brush. I'm not used to a brush this rounded. I'm used to something more straight edge, but I can make usually anything work. So definitely pigmented and very minimal kickback. But I could definitely see this being also really good for blush. Now I have a super small forehead, so I typically only like tapping it on my hairline. I don't need to make my forehead smaller, but I just tap it around the top perimeter just so it looks cohesive and not bare, you know what I mean? Definitely it got pigment and it looks really nice. I love how nice and soft and warm it is all at the same time. And I appreciate that I was able to like build up the color very easily. So my camera's still having overheating issues, and then I decided, well, I'm just gonna build up a little bit because I'm having a little bit of a patchy spot right here. I'm not sure if it's maybe from an old acne scar or what, because it's just this area. And in person, it doesn't look that dark, but on camera, it definitely does look very dark right here. I had patted in basically a little bit of Bronze Sky just to add a little bit more warmth. Since I'm going to do a simple look, I'm going to use this palette to do a quick eye look. Deep Sky for my crease. For now, I think this is fine. Now this is my favorite brush to use for nose contouring or bronzing. This is the BK Beauty 205. I want to go in with Bronze Sky and Tan Sky. I'm just going to dab them both a little bit. And I start from the top and take it down. And again, no big deal because I know right now it's a little deep. I know this looks very scary, but don't worry, I'm gonna fix this. For starters, I'm gonna take this big brush from BK Beauty. This is a 103 brush. This is a very universal brush. It could be used for powder, blush, bronzer, you name it. I'm gonna mix a little bit of Yellow Sky along with Bright Sky.
Tap, 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 tap.
Again, taking the bright sky is just, in my case, it's helping just diffuse the shades and it's helping me blend it out. Because definitely I must have done something wrong in prep right here. I should have probably touched up my base makeup, honestly, before I started my video, being that I know I was wearing a face mask for a while. I will say my skin looks really nice with this, other than that blemish portion. Like, it's really making my skin look really nice. It's really softened up the overdone bronzer. Typically to brighten my under eyes, I use this 108 brush. So again, I'm going to take Bright Sky and I'm going to take White Sky. Wow, that was very brightening, you guys. A lot more than what I expected. Look at that. Can you guys see that? Holy shit. This looks so good. Again, I want to just make sure I diffuse this. I'm not typically someone that does super bright under eyes, but I'm loving this and I like how nice and smooth it feels so far. So far I'm not getting crepey, because honestly any under eye powder that isn't Pat McGrath or Charlotte Tilbury, typically I get very crepey fast. Yeah, definitely I love this, you guys. Look at. Alright you guys, so my camera is playing me right now. So again, what I'm going to do next, because at this point I'm in love with how the powder looks on my face. Look at how nicely it actually helped smooth my complexion, and it really, oh my god, it helped brighten my eyes, especially my under eyes, and they don't feel dried out and crepey. And for me, a powder, if it's gonna feel dry and crepey, it's immediately. I have very dry under eyes. Manny, I live this little situation right here. I definitely know that's my F up right there, because everything else looks great at this point. But anyways, let's go to Miss Laura Lee Los Angeles with her blush aesthetics. And again, I love blushes. As much blush as you can give me, I love it. And these are definitely tones that I love. I love a beautiful corally, soft pink vibe. You know, that's what I live for. Even these darker tones like the sangria, that is stunning. In fact, I have tons of shades in this kind of berry tone. But for today, since I'm doing a very soft and natural look, what I'm thinking is I'm going to mix Peach Fuzz and Tiger Lily. But quick question, everyone. Does anyone else that watches Manny and Laura Lee, especially their Instagram reels where they feature Tyler, Laura Lee's husband, does anyone else get that Sweetie song? Like, 'cause she's my best friend. Do 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 do. I can't sing it. I'll be copywritten like immediately if I didn't already. But that song pops into my mind every single time I think of them, or anytime I see like a new Fool's coverage is coming on. That's my jam. In my mind, that's their anthem, okay? Manny, Laura Lee, that needs to be your anthem. Hopefully you guys find a way to make your official anthem. That the best friend song is amazing. But anyways, let's start with the blush. So luckily, I'm not really getting any kick up in the pan, but it is picking up. So I like the mixture of the colors, but I'm still having this situation right here, which is annoying me. So let's switch to this side and see what happens. And this always happens to me. I always have one side that cooperates and one side that doesn't, and it's BS. Typically, once I put like a setting mist or setting spray, it kind of helps blend everything in. But I didn't want to have to do that tonight. Like, I'm literally filming at 10 o'clock at night. So like, what's the point of applying like a setting spray or mist? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, see, this side's applying so much better. So it's just my right side. It's all fudged up, you guys. Like my right side does not want to play.
And then I always just apply a little bit of the excess on the center of my forehead and at the tip of my nose. Like, I don't know. I like a little bit of blush on my nose.
So this is my BK Beauty 106 brush. It's typically my foundation brush, but I'm going to use it to kind of like pat around here. Again, I'm going to use it to kind of blend the colors, and I'm taking a little bit of Pink Sky and Bright Sky. I just want to make sure and press this bad boy in. Oh, that definitely helped. Look at that, you guys. So I pressed right now more of the Bright Sky on the top of my cheekbone and pushing it towards the center, and it definitely helped me fix this patchy area. It's not perfect, but it helped tremendously, so I love it. I love. So when it comes to highlight, I'm gonna try Golden Haze. I hope I don't mess this up, and I'm gonna use the Lunar Beauty brush. If I could pick up the shade. I was picking up lightly, so let's see. Oh yeah, this sucker is very golden, you guys. So I have to go in very light hand. Again, I'm more of that peachy olive tone, so I don't usually do gold highlighters. I don't mind pink highlighters, it's just gold doesn't look great on me. It looks weird. And either way, I'm not a big highlighter person, so it's not a big deal in my opinion. But it gives me a nice little soft sparkle. Again, just
for pizzazz. And I'm gonna just tap it right there in the middle. In the middle.
like everyday mommy glam makeup. Definitely that's more than enough.
I'm just gonna see what it does on my lid. I just want a little pop on the inside, you guys.
I'm trying not to stick my finger again. I have seen a few other reviews. I saw Jen Love review do mention about the blush palette, and she mentioned that she got hard pan after sticking her fingers in the highlighter, and that's why I'm trying not to stick my fingers in the highlighter. I'm just trying to do it a brush, but in general it does feel a little hard. Like I'm used to colors, like I'm used to highlighters picking up a lot easier, you know. I'm really swirling it and it's already hard pan. So I would say the highlighter is something you want to scrape a little bit or something, you know. It looks pretty definitely on the lid. So without wetting the highlight, I would say it looks really nice. Again, it's just like for a little soft shimmer moment. But just to show you guys, it does have hard pans. So again, I'm not sure how Laura Lee shimmers and stuff work typically, but when it comes to a highlighter, that's usually not my preferred thing. But then at the same time, I don't really wear many highlighters, but at least I know the ones I have and I love. I don't usually have to dig as hard as this guy right here. But again, for $28, I'm really buying it for the blushes, not for the highlighter. So I'm going to add a little bit of this brown Sephora liner. And again, any product I use in this video or like I used for makeup prep, I will have it linked down below. So I'm really torn, you guys, on what I want to do for my lip combo, but I'm kind of leaning on doing this nude right here, Perfection liquid lip, and then using the Laura Lee gloss on top. And I'm using one of my Gerard Cosmetics lip liners. So lip liner's on, you guys. Now let's do the, so now let's go with the lipstick Perfection. I always hear that his liquid lipsticks smell amazing. So here's the doe foot applicator. It's a nice little pointy applicator. This is, in my opinion, based off the shape, this would be great to like shape out your lips. But in my case, I have a crooked lip. This one's actually smaller, so that's why I always have to kind of fill them in. Oh, this smells like cake batter. This kind of reminds me of Hank and Henry's smell. Like he has also a that smell, like something similar, like cake batter. I need a darker lip liner. I don't like this light of a nude, you guys. Like it looks almost like I have no lips. It's like, how can I look like I have no lips yet I have pretty nice sized lips? Personally, I feel. Honestly, Manny, I like the mauve tone that was shown on the pictures. This does not look like a nice mauve tone. This is a very pale mauve nude kind of vibe. Please correct that on your site because this looks pasty. Unless you like it, by all means, it's like good for like a center or an ombre, but I'm a lazy B word again. I need quick, easy, in and out the door. But let's try now this Laura Lee Los Angeles. This is E-Bug. This is so cute. And this has like a small little applicator. Now, personally, I don't like ruining glosses, so I always put them on the back of my hand and then I tap them in. Because sure enough, you guys, if you have kind of like a clearish gloss or something like that, and I learned it the hard way, a gloss with no tint, it's gonna ruin the wand.
And trust when I say I ruined one with the red before, it was so bad.
I like the little pop this just gave me. It's so cute. All right, you guys, so I'm gonna get off camera. I'm gonna put mascara and shit like that, and I'll be right back and let you guys know my final thoughts. All right. Okay. This Outer Dimension palette, I'm truly, in all honesty, obsessed with. So, as you can tell, my right side is just not cooperating. I ended up blinking as I put mascara, so there's a little darkness there because just, even though I scraped it off, it won't come off 100% unless I like touch up with concealer and stuff, and I don't want to do that. I'm absolutely loving how my soft glam natural look came out, you guys. So I want to start with my last BFF combo, which I used the Lunar Beauty Perfection. I'm so sorry. And then I used the Laura Lee Los Angeles gloss from her Candy Skies launch in E-Bug. This is actually really, really cute. Honestly, I can't use this on its own. It's too pale. I honestly thought it would be a little bit more mauve-y, you know, have a little bit more of that deep pink, but it's really, really pale. Like, it blends right into my skin tone, and it's just, it's not cute. It's not the business for moi. Manny, I hope you update the picture again because it looks much, much richer, and which is what I was looking for. Laura Lee's gloss, it's very, very pretty. A little thicker, but honestly, I didn't really apply very much. And I like the fact that it's not gummy or tacky, even though this one in particular has, even though it has that glitter shimmer flake in there, it's not grainy or anything like that, and it just gives you that nice little subtle pop, you know. So I do love these. Definitely will try other colors. I do have the red, so I'll try Aphrodite at a later date. Now for the BFF face palettes. These two were absolutely amazing in working together to create my look, you guys. Like, again, I really, really love it. It's so pretty. It could have definitely gone a lot better, I feel. like, you know, this little patchy spot if I had not done such a huge gap in between during my base makeup and then coming back to film, because I did have to do a little bit of correction. But powder I applied under my eyes, like I didn't get crepey again from since I began to now. It's about almost 4 hours, and I'm just really living for this kind of more brightened look, and I don't normally do this either, so I'm very happy, very shocked again that I like this more bright and enhanced look, and it doesn't look overdone, you know what I mean, to highlight, bronze. And if you want to use it as a finishing powder, because that's pretty much what I personally did. And I know a lot of people I was seeing online, like people are mad because it doesn't go dark enough. This is a small indie brand, you guys. Remember that? Like, there's bigger name brands which still to this day haven't done enough when it comes to even bronzers like this, you know what I mean? Like some of my favorite brands too, which I love, and I won't call them out because I feel bad because I do love them, but you know, don't hate or judge Manny when not everyone is doing the same, you know what I mean? So now for Miss Laura Lee, Los Angeles again. Now I kind of dug my nail in it earlier, so my bad. But these blushes are so stunning. Again, this is almost 4 hours in and the blush looks so pretty, and it's not even faded really at this point. The highlighter is a little bit hard pressed, so I'm not too keen on that. I'm typically not into gold tone highlights. I like more rose golds, white golds, kind of, you know, kind of those vibes because of my olive peachy undertones. But the blushes are gorgeous. I'll definitely be using this a lot more often. Stay tuned to my Instagram for swatches. Again, I don't normally like doing face swatches for face palettes because I don't feel like they're truthful. The pigment is very different. It's not like an eyeshadow palette, so you can have a very soft swatch and it can still come out very pigmented because of the way you build it up. Like, how would I have realized that the white would have actually worked on my under eyes? If I had swatched and seen how bright it was possibly, I would have been like, oh no, I can't use that. Again, stay tuned because I'll definitely have more looks featured on my Instagram, using the palette from Laura Lee and Manny MUA. So yeah, so in my opinion, you guys, I really do like the products both from Laura Lee and for Manny MUA. I think both products individually are amazing. Again, I definitely want to try out the Lunar Beauty blush palette along with more from Laura Lee. And I'm excited to, you know, I'm glad that I've gotten myself more into their products versus just them as people. But I guess that's a good way that I like them first as people, like YouTubers and stuff like that. I just thought they're funny and quirky, and I like that. That's like my personality in general. Well, hopefully they'll collab together and do something. That would be freaking awesome. I see it happening. And then, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am officially announcing a little giveaway for you guys, just as a form of appreciation for your guys' love and support. I know I haven't been as consistent as I would like to. You know, life has just been a little hard, and having a full-time job and then some, running multiple platforms, plus side work as well. It just makes it very, very tough at times to keep up, and I really want to at least post once a week. Again, I would rather do twice a week, but I'm going to stay at least to once a week for now because of your guys' love and support throughout this time and even throughout my breaks. I wanted to give you a little bit back. So one lucky subscriber will win this Nudie Patootie 2 eyeshadow palette. I'm going to keep the original, but I'm going to give away the Nudie Patootie 2. I purchased the 2 palettes on purpose because, again, I'm a simple, natural kind of gal, and I thought, you know, for my typical subscriber slash follower, these eyeshadows would work perfectly for you guys for a natural day-to-day. and you got a little bit to deepen up the outer corner, soften it up, you know, just simple natural looks. And it comes with what, 5 shimmers and 5 mattes. Now so these are brand new. I haven't touched it or anything. It just so happens it had a little dust and I tried to like go like that and I ended up smearing it a little bit, but this is brand new. One lucky subscriber will be winning this beautiful neutrals palette, which I think would be great for this holiday season. I'm also going to throw in a surprise lippy, probably like a lipstick and a lip gloss, something for the lips, just so you guys have like a nice little full look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post all the rules down in the description, and I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. So first rule is you must of course be subscribed to my channel, like and comment on this video. In the comment you could write whatever you guys want, but put a little like the best friends kind of emoji, you know, the 2 people or whatever. So put the best friends emoji and that gets you entered. So again, subscribe, like, comment, and make sure you have that little emoji added into your comment. And also make sure you list a way for me to contact you, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I don't go on TikTok often, but if you guys have TikTok, I can DM you that way, or an email, whatever way you would like me to contact you. Make sure you note it, because if your name is drawn and you don't have a way to contact you, you will be disqualified, you guys. I'm so sorry. And for extra entries, you can follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my blog, and that will, you know, boost your entries. You'll get 1 extra entry per. But yeah, so again, I'm trying to keep it simple. I'm trying to keep the other stuff as extras and alternatives. And I would love to know if you possibly picked up anything from these particular launches from Manny and Laura, or if you've tried anything from their brand. I really would love to know your guys' experience on the products. And if by any chance you're interested in knowing any of the other products that I'm using on my makeup, I'll have everything linked down below in the description, starting from my skincare, my daily skincare, down to the makeup products that I use, mascaras, all that fun jazz. So anyways, thank you all so very much. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to take care, be safe, and I will catch you on the next one. Goodbye.